Go sa crime lab?
Binabalik na po yun sa unit or sa individual concerned, Your Honor.
Hindi. Ang sinasabi...
Normally, Your Honor, these firearms are only requested by the forensic for ballistics.
No. You're talking about the firearm nung police.
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm talking
Tama
about
po
the
yun.
firearm or mga weapon na ginamit doon ng mga taong nanlaban. Di ba? Meron di kayong mga nakuwang mga weapon di ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
Doon sa crime scene. So, nung nakuha niyo yung weapon at the personality na involved were subjected to an investigation, and it was decided by the IAS na walang irregularity, what happened doon sa mga weapons nung mga nanlaban na biktima?
Yun na nga po, Your Honor, na nasa disposition ito ng crime lab ng forensic group. And in fact, I heard there was already a motion.
Yes, I know. So, hindi mo alam na, kasi parang kanina, pag may walang irregularity, yung mga weapon, parang I heard na hindi na siya inilalagay sa crime lab So, dinidispose na ba siya or...
Hindi po. It remains
in the
an
crime lab.
evidence sa crime lab.
So, anong element of time na naandun siya?
Anyway, Your Honor, as I believe the
Best
director
person
of the
to answer
forensic
that is,
group has already
okay.
been sa...
Thank you, General Salvador.
Mr. Chair, I'd like to ask the victim's relative, ano po ang pangalan niya?
Sarmenta.
Miss Sarmenta.
Marisa.
Hindi po, si...
Mr. Joel Sarmenta.
Joel Sarmenta po.
Hindi po, itong...
Marisa Hamoy
Miss
po.
Marisa Hamoy.
Marisa Hamoy.
Miss Amoy. Kayo po ba ay nag-file ng complaint?
Yes po.
Okay.
Yes, sir. She filed I was with them when they filed
But she filed the complaint.
November 7, 2017.
When she filed the complaint, Mr. Chair, what charges did she file? Was it murder or homicide?
Hindi po that parang connected sa when the AS elevated it, parang nasa na po grave neglect of duty, mga ganon, hindi murder po.
I think, when
Within the ES.
Miss Hamoy would file, syempre, she would file that her 17-year-old son was killed and was murdered, correct? Pupunta yan sa IAS, correct?
Yes, sir.
Pagdating sa IAS, babaguhin nila, gagawin nilang homicide, am I right? Tama ho ba ako, Miss Hamoy?
Medyo, hindi kami sir, but I recently reread the later IAS report. It's connected to...
Mr. Sarmenta, can you look into that? Because this is very vital You know, the fact that naniniwala po si Miss Hamoy na pinatay ang anak niya na hindi naman po ito drug pusher o hindi drug addict, hindi drug pusher ito, alright, pero pinatay yung anak niya, naniniwala po ba kayo na yung pumatay sa anak niyo, police?
Walang question about whether it was
Okay, walang question dyan. Pangalawa, ito, naniniwala ba kayo na pinatay po ng walang hawak na patalim o baril ang anak ninyo?
Yes po, naniwala po.
Therefore, hindi po nanlaban. Correct po.
Yes, sir. And as proven by the acquittal po of Harold Arevalo, the survivor, in the case filed by QCPD for direct assault.
Hindi po, yung charge na kanyang dinimanda dahil lang sa biktima. Oo, dun sa pulis na dinimanda niya. Ibig sabihin, dapat yan, ang demanda ni Miss Hamoy would be murder. Tama ho ba ako?
I can check on the ES right now, sir. Maybe I'll get back to you in a few minutes.
Yes,
I have it
because
on file.
this is quite vital. Very important po ito.
Yes,
Na
sir.
bakit babaguhin ng IAS ang demanda na homicide samantalang murder ang demanda ng kamag-anak ng biktima? Hindi pwedeng baguhin yan. In court, it must be murder ang demanda po dyan. And this is something that we have to look into, Mr. Chair, because this is quite revealing, no, sa atin. And I think that our people should realize this, na marami na mga demanda ang complaint ang mga kamag-anak ng biktima na hindi nanlaban ang mga anak na ang dapat demanda ay murder, yet nawala ng bisa yung murder. Naging homicide yan. Sapagkat ang katuwiran po ng Philippine National Police, nanlaban po lahat yan. Am I right, Mrs. Samantha?
Yes, sir. Mr. Chair, I'd like also to bring up that she did file at the IAS, and there's something that's lately I don't notice that's being brought up in the committee in the past hearings. There act in terms of the previous questions po about investigation, sanctions. There is that DOJ listing of 52 cases released on October 19, 2021, which DOJ admitted came from IAS, and it doesn't include her case. And this DOJ listing of 52 cases of October 2021 doesn't list any of the crucial or the sensitive cases. Parang na cherry pick po na medyo very slight cases lang po yun nandun sa 52. This is an offshoot of then DOJ Secretary Minardo Guevara telling the UN Human Rights Council in March, I think, or April of 2021, that there were irregularities, and the irregularities are about 500.
So he said that, Mr. Chair.
Yes, he said
Sinabi niya yan.
before the UN. And but I think the state sort of lost its motivation because in between that time, the ICC still continued. So by the time lumabas na naging watered down to 52 po, and our other honorable members were asking about sanctions. You will be surprised if you read the list. Some of the sanctions are like 60 days suspension.
Therefore, Mr. Chair, if the Secretary of the Department of Justice made a statement that there are irregularities, what did the Philippine National Police do about that?
Chair, Mr. Chair, this is part of that's why they started compiling that through IAS, and they came up with a list of 52 by October 19 of 2021. But strangely, especially because she filed at IAS, Marisa Hamoy filed at IAS, their case is not there, even if it's a massacre. And along with so many, the cases I mentioned, Gonzales case, already decided by Court of Appeals by that time, is not there. Gonzales Antipolo case. Bertes case, inside the Pasay City PNP, not there also in the DOJ listing of 52. It's very strange that many of the controversial cases are not there. A year after I was researching on the list, actually, during that time, baka naman nagbago na po, but during that time, I looked at it, there's at least almost 20 of the 52, you will never find them on the internet.
Okay, Major General, who was the Director General during that time, 2021? Because I don't think that you are party of that. Hindi mo alam yun, di ba?
Are you referring to the IG of IAS then, Your Honor?
Sir, we immediately complained to him, General Guillermo Ilazar. It's very significant because actually Marisa Hamoy, when General Guillermo Eleazar was QCPD head, met Eleazar at least 3 times.
All right. Mr. Mayor General, therefore, who should we invite to shed light on this revelation that Mrs. Sarmenta has said? Who do you think should we invite in the Philippine National Police during that time?
Your Honor, allow us first to check into the records because previously we were required to check this, especially the case being mentioned, Your Honor.
Mr. Chair, I would like to make a motion that we invite the DOJ who during that time was the head, including Mr. Chair, the maybe Director General Eleazar, to shed light on what Mr. Sarmenta has said. So I move, Mr. Chair.
Comsec?
Mr. Chair, if I may add, there was a murder charge. This is the one filed at the
Mr.
Ombudsman.
Chair, point of order.
Yes. What is the point of order, Congressman Akop?
There's a motion filed by the Honorable